Hey, how you doing? This is homie Cool Breeze. This is Crystal Negro. And to my right, I have Miss Yvonne.
Hey.
Yay!
Yay!
Now, Miss Yvonne, tell them what it is that you do.
I do mixed media artwork.
Okay. And just start with your background. Where are you from?
I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan.
She's from Motown, so you know she's creative. Super creative.
What up, though?
What up, though? And what kind of got you started in art? Like, how did that all begin?
Well, I've always been, drawing something growing up as a kid. I took art in high school. I took advanced art classes when I was in Germany, and I just stuck with it.
And you went to college in Germany?
No, I graduated from high school in Germany. American high school.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're an Army brat.
I am an Army brat.
Shout out to Army brats. Be in here. Now, your mother was in the Army?
My mother was in the Army.
And y'all moved around a lot?
Yes. That's how I ended up in Germany. And I finished my last year of high school. I started modeling, and she left me there, and I was fine with that. I stayed in Germany for 16 years.
Really? Wow. What is the art? What is the modeling scene like in Europe or Germany?
It was great. It was great back in the day. I mean, I was in Munich, toward the end. We originally were numbered, so there were just a handful of black models at the time. So I did a lot of work, a lot of shows. I wasn't too much of a print person, didn't like taking pictures too much, but I definitely did a lot of shows: Milan, Paris, Munich, in Austria, Salzburg, a lot of areas.
I watch a lot of war movies, so like I know everywhere you're talking about. But man, that would be awesome. That would be awesome to take a little tour of Europe.
Very nice.
Now, while you're in Europe, you get into when you come back home is when you get into actually performing your art.
Yeah, I came back home after 9/11 in 2002. I came back home and I moved to Virginia with my parents, and they had all these things laying around the house. Carpet swatches, fabric swatches for doing upholstery, and I was like, why do they have all this stuff? So I didn't want to throw it away. I'm like looking at it and just moving around. What can I use this for? So I started making like collages out of these fabric swatches, and they just grew from using fabric swatches to yarn to beads, buttons, and then onto sequins, and then a number of other things. And they just grew larger and larger.
And when you first started, were you like really good at it? I mean, you were an art student.
No, when I first started doing the mixed media, what I do now, it was, my first pieces were kind of thick and chunky, weren't as defined, but as I, did other pieces, I incorporated other materials, used different type of adhesives, different glues, and it just worked out.
All right, I want to show them this.
Okay.
All right, look at this.
This is Huey's Honey. This was my very first button head that I created after collecting all of these buttons, and this was a very popular piece. And I rekindled with a friend of mine that I had lost for over 20 years, found out that he was here in Atlanta, and I sent this to him. And he just recently gave it back to me. It's kind of banged up in some areas, so I'm going to have to take this off and, repair it. But yeah, he gets a lot of compliments on it. And after I made this one, I got a lot of requests for other button heads, and I've done at least another 4 or 5 of them.
Oh, wow. And you got all kinds, like there's everything.
Yeah,
you have,
there's
like,
buttons. There's, I'm not sure what type of shell that is, like a
bead, like
a bead, a conch, something or other. Her face is made out of fabric. Her lips are made of embroidery floss. Yeah.
Her eyes are made of a button. Is that a button?
No, her eyes are made of embroidery floss, and then there are tiny beads in there, green beads and yellow beads.
That's cool. Now, when I first seen it, you had a picture up of, put this down because it's kind of heavy.
Okay.
You had pictures of showing like your process throughout, like you creating the actual painting, or I don't want to call it a painting, the art piece.
Okay.
Okay. And yeah, I just thought it was dope. I actually used to draw a lot in school. Well, a lot as a kid, up until like college. After college, I was like, I'm done. But like, so I'm a huge fan of art. And then when I see that, I was like, she has to come on the show. I don't care how we get her on, but she got to get her in here.
My first podcast, so I appreciate it.
Really?
Yes.
Well, welcome to the Kool Show.
My podcast chair.
Oh my goodness.
We're on a whole nother level now.
Listen, we in the honeymoon phase now. Now, once you guys started doing it, you created this one. You started pricing. What and for this size paint, what would actually be the
right
price?
now? A piece this size, this is a 24 by 24.
Okay.
Without the frame, right now it probably starts you around $350. And work your way, depending on the detail. I mean, this is pretty simple. It's just a woman. She's got a button hair.
That's simple?
Well, yeah.
For you.
Me. But I mean, if you get somebody that's coming up like, yeah, I want her to have all this hair, and I want this thing, and I want this and that other thing, and this, and I have to add more things, of course, it's going to be more costly, you know, because I have to incorporate more things. I have to work in a smaller space. So yeah, the price would definitely go up from there.
Now you were saying that the first step to get started with your process is wine.
Definitely.
What's your favorite wine?
Red.
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 Shout out to Pinot Grigio. Pinot, I have to. That's my favorite.
Pinot is not bad. It's an Italian wine. Italian.
Oh. You know what? I like to think of myself as a black Italian. I don't know why. I just made that up. I didn't just make that up. I'd be talking too much. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
All right.
All right. Now, once you get started with your process, how do you find the pieces that you're going to use? Do you like go to Goodwill or a fabric store?
No. I usually get a lot of my materials that I use from people that I know. Like, I know a lot of people who have like old CDs, you know, that they've recorded at work. Just have some type of information on there. Give me your old CDs, I'll take them. Give me your old buttons. I've had a girlfriend of mine in New York send me a whole case of buttons. So whatever people are throwing out that I feel that I could use, you know, Yvonne, can you use this? I'll take it.
Okay. Have you ever, what is the craziest thing you've ever made, like an art from out of, like, I don't know, maybe a soda can, or like, I don't know. What is the craziest thing?
Subject matter?
Yeah, like something that you've used in a piece of art.
Oh, used in a piece of artwork. Coffee stirrers, pennies.
Have you ever used something crazy like a tampon or something? Oh. No. See, you have to create something crazy now. Not like a used one. That's not what I was thinking, but I don't know. That would be nasty.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't thinking that.
Yeah.
I was just thinking something abstract, something that, like, you know, you don't usually see.
Yeah. Okay. I could get with that.
All right. There was something I wanted to know. Oh, how long have you been doing this so far?
Since 2001, 2000. No. Since 1997. 1997. And my daughter was 1 year old. Yeah, when she was one.
Okay.
She was on the 31.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What is your dream for your artwork?
My dream would be to have some of my artwork featured in a television show, a movie, music video, somewhere in the background on somebody's wall, just you know, a glimpse of my artwork, something hanging.
Like Beyonce's house.
Beyonce would be awesome, and the Janelle Monáe would be awesome, because she has one of my pieces that I created of her. If she has it, I'm sure she has it. Give it to her.
How did she get one of your things?
Someone asked me if I could do a piece of her to give to her as a housewarming gift.
What?
Yes.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, I even have a picture of Janelle.
So you're famous.
Yeah. I could be, but I'm not yet.
Listen, speak that thing.
I'm speaking that thing. but you know, a shout out would be nice. I mean, she has the piece, and it's a very nice piece. I have a picture of her with the piece. So Janelle, hi. Let me know if you like it.
And then come on the Kool Show. Bring the painting. That'd be awesome. Now, these things are heavy. How do you first off, do you frame them yourself?
No. What I have started doing within the last couple of years is I get wooden slats. I'm not even sure, the measurements. They're like 1 inch by 2 inch pieces of wood, and I cut them myself, and I glue them to the back so that it's almost like a piece of stretched canvas over a frame. So, those people who get a piece, and it's not framed, they can still hang it, because it has the wooden pieces on the back, and, they are made to be framed. But if you don't have the money for it, you don't have the time for it, you can hang it as is.
Oh, okay. And I don't know, how long does it take you? Does it take you very, very long?
It can take me, depends on how motivated I am, how detailed the piece is. I can work anywhere from 1 week up to several months. Because a lot of times, I'll have a specific a piece of material in mind for the lips or for the hair. And I'll do everything around it, and I'll wait to see if I can find that exact material that I'm looking for that portion of the piece. So yeah, it can take up to several months.
Okay. And what was, I guess, the hardest part when you first started doing it? What was your obstacles that you had to deal with?
Time, actually. Time, and the fact that I don't have a dark room, because I have to project these things. I have to shrink them down really small, size, black and white, and I have to project them onto my work surface. And I don't have a dark room, so I had to wait until it's nighttime. Because pulling down all the shades in the house and closing all the curtains does not make it dark enough for you to see what you need to trace. So I would have to start work at 8 o'clock at night, depending on the time of year it was. So I'm usually up quite late working on these things. So that was the time. Yeah.
And it does take a lot of time. 2 weeks? I can imagine drawing one picture for 2 weeks. That would drive me crazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of layers. You have to get your blueprint, then you have to pick out your materials, you have to pick out the right adhesive, because you just can't use any type of glue.
You can't just use super glue?
No, super glue. Super glue on the fabric, sometimes it would stick too fast, it would bleed through, so you have to, depending on what you're using, buttons or fabric, different adhesives work differently. You can use hot glue, you can use Elmer's glue, you can use tacky glue, you can use super glue, you can use that other type of heavy duty glue that stinks really fast and gets you high. But you can't use all adhesives for everything.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's crazy. And how do you do your color scheme? Because I've seen one. It was like, how did she do that?
If it's for me, if it's something that I'm creating, just for the sake of creating something, then I'll try to use a color scheme that I haven't used before, like yellow. Like right now, there is no one piece that I can say where I have used a lot of yellow, or even a lot of green. So that note, once I start on a new piece, I'll see if I can.
You've already documented that you have to use it.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm gonna do this one yellow. Somebody out there likes yellow and pink together, or yellow and purple together. So
Can we do an all green El Cristo Negro?
All green El Cristo Negro. Yeah. Everything green about him? Hair?
Yeah,
body,
yeah. Like the Jolly Green Giant.
Okay. Green Giant. Why not?
I like it. Anyway, so you have, have you done sculpture yet?
I did something like that. I have this bull's head that I purchased that was made from plaster, and I just embellished it all over. His horns I made out of crystals, and I put pink sequins all over his face, and I gave it red lips. And it's something that's still in process. I was really gung-ho about it when I started. It's almost complete. But then another idea came along, and I stopped that one.
Do you sell like your personal pieces?
There are artwork. There's one piece that I will not sell, and she is called Bubbles.
She's called Bubbles.
I will not
sell her. What is Bubbles?
Bubbles is it's a piece that I made. It's an image that I found, a piece of clip art, and I just like it a lot. It was the first one I made like that. I did the skin is flawless, the hair looks good, the back I've had several people ask me about it.
About it.
I had several people ask me about it. I'm like, I priced it pretty much up there because if I do sell it, they're gonna have to pay. They're gonna have to pay a nice price for it.
We talked about skiing earlier. You collect a lot of magazines, right?
Yes. I used to collect a lot of magazines, and I used to steal a lot of magazines from Dr. The Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, Essence, Ebony, you name it. Where there are beauty photos, faces, GQ, bridal magazines, any magazines that have different angles and faces.
How does that help you?
It helps me because I don't draw freehand as well as I used to. So if I see an angle that I like, someone's like this, then okay, then I'll take that image and I will transfer it to make it mine. If the forehead is too high, I will alter the picture. If I want a wider face, I will still keep the angle. You know, 3/4 front or you know, profile, and I'll just tweak it to make it resemble what I have in my head. Well, I appreciate it. I'm so glad I got to do this. My first podcast, and
Yay!
And I was really excited about it. So I'm glad you did.
I'm glad you came on. I had to have you on. I love art.
Yeah.
I love art. I would like to get all the artists I know, but it don't really work like that.
Hey, it'll come around.
I know.
Your base is gonna grow, and
yes. And then I'll be in a music video one year. With the Jolly Green Giant paint.
Jolly Green Giant.
Jolly Green Giant.
Jolly Green Crystal.
Jolly Green Crystal. Ah, that's funny. Tell them where to find you.
Okay, you can find me. My email address is artheart, ARTHEART, the number 8 at yahoo.com. You can find me on Facebook, just Yvonne Davis, or on Instagram at M3ArtistDavis.
Oh, I'm tipping. It's the homie Kool. This is Crystal Negro. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Kool Media. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube at Kool Media. You can find me on Facebook at El Crystal Negro, and you can find me on Twitter at King Breeze. This is homie Kool. We out. We love you.
Thank you.